A distance from the city of Andalus, in a peaceful settlement, lived a merchant named Saleh. Saleh's fame was not limited only to his trade. His good reputation and honesty were widely known throughout the region. His work was connected to traditional medicine and healing. He would bring medicines and rare herbs from distant lands and sell them to the people of the city. People did not see him merely as a merchant, but as a healer, because Allah had placed special healing in his hands. Saleh's house was small, yet it was filled with love and tranquility. Living with him were his wife and his son, Nasir. Nasir was standing at the threshold of youth and worked alongside his father in the shop. By following in his father's footsteps, he was not only learning the business, but also absorbing his father's honesty, hard work, and service to humanity. Once every year, the father and son traveled to nearby cities and mountainous regions to bring back rare herbs and medicines. Saleh's shop was different from ordinary shops. Not only were medicines sold there, but encouragement, comfort, and prayers were also offered to patients. He never charged more than necessary, just enough to keep the household running. This is why his shop was always crowded and people trusted him completely. These qualities were gradually passing on to Nasir as well, and slowly he was also earning a place in people's hearts. While sitting in the shop one day, Nasir innocently spoke his heart to his father. He said, "Father, you are the most famous and respected physician in the city. People trust you more than anyone else. Then why do you charge so little? Look at the other physicians, who aren't even half as well known. They charge many times more, and people are forced to pay them." Hearing this, Saleh smiled. He understood his son's concern and worldly thinking, yet deep inside he felt happy that Nasir observed his work so closely. Saleh explained gently, "My son, remember this. Real healing is not in the medicine, but in Allah's command. If a healer's hands are stained with greed and injustice, then even the most expensive medicine will have no healing in it. A patient's sincere prayer and the healer's intention are the real cure. The greatest principle of medicine is justice and humanity. The day these are lost, healing becomes nothing more than a business." As for money, Saleh continued, money has never been the real support. The real support is always Allah. If intentions are pure, trust is strong, and sustenance is written, then provision finds its own way. What control does a human really have? Everything belongs to him. He is the owner and the giver. Your hands are only for service. The giver is Allah alone. Nasir listened silently, letting his father's words settle into his heart. Yet one confusion remained. He often thought, faith in Allah is necessary, yes, but when we ourselves travel through mountains to collect herbs, work day and night in the shop and sell our goods, then what role does destiny and Allah's giving really play? Isn't all this simply the result of our own effort? This thought sometimes made him restless, as if a quiet tug of war was happening between his heart and his mind. These doubts were not Nasir's alone. Every human being experiences them at some point. A person believes that whatever he has is the result of his own hard work. But then another question arises. If everything depends on effort, what is the purpose of faith and destiny? Are believers and non-believers equal then? And if Allah truly gives, why don't those who believe receive more wealth and honor? Such thoughts stirred unrest in Nasir's heart. But the story did not end there. Nasir still had days ahead when the veils over his questions would be lifted. Time passed on. Saleh continued living a simple life, content with his modest earnings. Meanwhile, in Nasir's heart, the desire for more money and greed slowly began to root deep. He began to believe that worldly success meant earning more and accumulating wealth. Faith in Allah was still present, but shadows of doubt were growing darker. Months turned into years. One day, a serious shortage of medicines arose in Saleh's shop. Some essential herbs had run out, without which treating patients was impossible. Due to Saleh's growing weakness, he could not undertake the long journey himself. He called Nasir and said while looking into his eyes, "Now this responsibility is yours." Nasir felt his father's trust, but deep inside he was afraid. The journey was not easy. It passed through rocky mountains, dark forests, and dangerous paths. When Nasir left home, both his parents sent him off with prayers. Before departure, Saleh gave one final piece of advice. "My son, remember this. When you find no path, when darkness surrounds you and all doors seem closed, call on Allah. He is the owner and the helper. He will open a way for you where even your imagination cannot reach. Your provision will meet you exactly where it is written for you." These words entered Nasir's heart, yet his questions remained. With prayers and doubts together, he set off. He trusted his youth, determination, and effort. To him, success was only the result of courage and hard work. After 3 consecutive days of travel, he crossed from Andalus through present-day Portugal and reached a city in Spain. He stayed in an old inn, ate, and rested well for the long journey ahead. His mind repeated one thought: "It is only me and my effort. Everything else is illusion." At dawn, when the call to prayer echoed, Nasir prepared his horse and continued onward. The long road ahead passed through dangerous forests and vast deserts. As the sun rose, the hardship increased. By midday, exhaustion overtook him. The intense heat forced him to find shade. He rested under a large tree, ate some food, fed his horse, and regained his breath. Later, he continued. The forests ended, and a merciless desert stretched before him. He rode on, but no sign of the city appeared. Heat, hunger, and lack of water filled his heart with fear and helplessness. By evening, his food was gone, and even his horse had nothing left. As darkness deepened, terror grew. It felt as though death itself was calling him. He thought, "This may be my last journey." His horse collapsed from exhaustion. He tied it to a tree and lay on the sand, convinced this desert was his end. Fear surrounded him until he remembered his father's advice: "When all paths close, call on Allah." A faint hope awakened. He picked up a small water container, just enough for either drinking or ablution. This was a test. Drinking might keep him alive a little longer. Ablution meant certain thirst. After a moment of fear, he decided, if Allah has written life for me, He will provide a means. He used the water for ablution, prayed Maghrib, and offered 2 units of voluntary prayer. In prostration, he wept and prayed sincerely. Shortly afterwards, a wild dog appeared, carrying a small bag in its mouth. It dropped the bag in front of Nasir and lay down. Inside was warm food and water. Overwhelmed, Nasir ate and drank. Tears of gratitude filled his eyes. In the morning, the dog guided him safely to a small house. An elderly woman welcomed him, gave water to him and his horse, and told her she had prepared food for charity the last night, but a dog had carried it into the desert. Nasir realized the truth. That same dog had been Allah's means. He returned safely with the herbs and told everything to Saleh. Saleh smiled and said, "My son, you were a Muslim, but your trust was weak. Allah showed you 3 signs. What is written for you will reach you anywhere. Charity reaches where it is needed. Dua opens closed paths." He concluded, money and effort only benefit when Allah's pleasure is included. Never be harsh to people. Reduce profit if needed, but never oppress anyone. Keep giving charity. Just as charity saved your life, it can save another's. So, friends, we must always place complete trust in Allah. Our success is not only our effort, but prayers, charity, parents' blessings, and the prayers of the poor. Allah creates paths we cannot even see. Never abandon prayer or charity so Allah's mercy continues to descend upon us. I hope you learned something valuable from this story. For more meaningful stories, subscribe to our channel, like and share the video, and share your thoughts in the comments. Thank you very much for your support.